A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Denver Broncos. And now out comes Minnesota. On play action, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Cousins now. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. He got 29 yards that time.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Cousins. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now the 3rd-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Now he steps away. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 as they've got it as we resume action. First down, here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Madison running on first down. Taken down at the 47-yard line. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. They'll go Madison up the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time.
And this is where play action can be so effective. Your running game's been the driving force on this possession. So as a defense, you start shifting your focus towards stopping the run. But if an offensive coordinator sees that, he can take advantage, and they get good yardage there.
Madison is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Wilson. And that's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And the Vikings were really looking for a boost to their pass rush, and they targeted Marcus Davenport in free agency. And right now, after plays like that, looks like a win-win for both sides.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Cousins on first down. They'll get this underneath to Madison, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete here.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 44. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Let's go, baby. You wouldn't step up right here, baby. It's game time, baby. Come on, let's go. This is your game, baby. Get it! Get it!
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jordan Hicks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's second down and 7. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Up the middle, it's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second and a couple. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
First down, here's Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Cousins again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Joseph is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the posts. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. Maybe you don't have to lead me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is third down and 12. Now it's Wilson. Finding Williams on the check down. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw, Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's returnable now for Smith. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Again, Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 77 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Touchdown, Broncos! Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. Addison hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a give to Madison. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's a jet sweep. This is Addison. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 6 coming up. On the handoff, it's Madison. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Joseph's got it. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Get it. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. What's the deal, y'all?
Joseph now to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down 23-20, a little under 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing now is Wilson. It fights him off. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Madison. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First down, here's Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Cousins, meanwhile, has this complete to Madison. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing, Cousins. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph. This to win it in overtime. And that is no good. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run it again with Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.